hello, Clofi. Welcome in. How are you today? Give me just a moment. And hello, Sid. Also, welcome in. How are you? How is everybody? How's your day been? I need to put my phone on silent because I forgot. There we go. There we go. I needed to do something else, but I forgot. So I'm gonna assume it was nothing important. I'm gonna take a sip of water, and then we might go into the game. Good. Woke up from nappies not long ago. Hell yeah! I hope you had a good nap. I'm glad you're doing good. Also, oh boy, it's very cold water. It's not nice on my teeth. Wowie. Yeah, I guess I'll just go into the game. I always feel like I should yap about something right at the start of the stream, but I never have anything to say. I'm just out here existing. I don't do anything interesting with my life. Wow. He probably just left the oven on or something. No biggie. Well, thankfully, my oven has an automatic function which turns it off after a while. So, it's fine. Let's see. Trying to remember what I might have been up to last time. That's not what I was trying to look at. I wanted to look at my things. I had a thing that I could look at. Here it is. Wowie fancy oven. Yeah, it's one of those fancy digital ones with a built-in microwave function or something. Not that I've ever used it, but... Oh, this is just a map. It's not what I was trying to look at. This is what I was trying to look at. Okay, we still have... places to visit. Yep. Good too so far? That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Let me look again. Where have I already been? Where do I need to go? Oops. That's just pressing all the buttons. Wait, let's just try all of them. I've been to the captain's quarters. No, that's different. Cool. Cassandra's quarters. Fire control. Mess hall. I feel like we should leave the quarters for last. Maybe. Fire control. Got my specialist appointment this morning. Went well. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. That's good. That is very good. Here we go. Moving beyond the mess hall and the hangar access, the two of you continue to the first end of the Forsyth thoroughfare. Good news is no damage to me ears, Yar. Oh, that's good. Hell yeah, I'm glad. It would be bad if there was damage. Wowee. Door at the very end of the corridor is shut. The words fire control painted on it in large stenciled letters. Cassandra swipes her keyguard through the reader by the door before turning to you. So this is fire control. The gunner's probably here, but, well, you'll see. That's pretty cryptic. Oh boy, this looks dangerous. As you follow Cassandra through the doorway, your eyes take a moment to adjust as the strip lighting that illuminates the rest of the ship is now conspicuously absent. I'm glad to hear. Aw, man. Low blow. Epic gamer setup. Well, yeah, absolutely. I want this kind of setup. Imagine all the games I could play at one time. Instead, the entire room is lit by the phosphorescent glow of an alcove full of screens and readouts. Looking at the screens, each one seems to not be showing much more than a few specks on a black background. Yeah, but what are you doing with all these screens? There's no information on like half of them. From experience, though, you know that what you're looking at is a live feed from cameras all over the ship's exterior. Cave. Hell yeah, I want a cave. Gamer cave. In the center of this alcove, facing away from you, is a seat like the ones on the bridge. From this angle, it's impossible to tell if there's anyone in it, but you notice a tinny rhythmic hiss coming from it. So anyway, all of the ship's weapon systems are controlled from here. These screens give the gunner a panoramic view of... Is the gunner here right now? You look over Cassandra's shoulder at the back of the seat. You swear you see a quick flicker of movement, but you can't be sure it's not just the flash of a readout reflecting off of a surface. Oh, Dylan. Yeah, he's here. What the fuck kind of space guy name's Dylan? Should we say hello? Well, normally I would, but is the gunner with us right now? I think Dylan might be very short. Honestly, dude, I'm excited to see him. Cassandra leans back slowly as if trying to surreptitiously sneak a peek at what's on the other side of the chair without it noticing her. She quickly turns back to you after a moment's pause. He just looks so in the zone, you know. It seems a shame to interrupt him. Interrupt what? Cassandra leans back again, and after a moment, quietly gestures for you to come take a look. Whoa, nerd guy. Standing in the chair is a man who looks a little bit older than you. His eyes are closed and his face a picture of absolute serenity. Over his ears is possibly the single largest pair of headphones you've seen in your entire life. Those are pretty hefty. They probably weigh a ton. As he sits there, oblivious to your presence, his right leg bounces up and down and his wrists flick constantly. You wonder for a moment if he's okay before spying a cassette player poking out of his jacket pocket. You realize that the hiss you hear is the slightest whisper of the music that he's listening to escaping from those substantial headphones. Why are they like made of metal? He's so me at work. Hell yeah. Is this okay? Shouldn't he be a bit more attentive? Don't worry, it's fine. He's not even on duty. What the fuck is he doing here then? Do not talk to me at work. God, I wish that could be me. Yeah, but what if there's an alert? Let's find out. Oh, great. The sender moves over to a panel just before the monitor lad in alcove, takes a receiver off the wall, and enters a few numbers into the keypad. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, it's Cassie. Can we test the alert system in fire control? No, I know it's not scheduled. It's a spot check. Yeah, random testing, you know. Chief's orders. Gotta make sure the seat keeps your shape. Hell yeah. Of course she has. Why would I be asking for a spot test of the alert in fire control if Chief didn't ask? You're a darling, thanks. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Loud! Ah, that is loud. Ew. In an instant, you see the figure in the chair bolt upright, yank his headphones off, and lay his hands on the fire control systems, his head snapping back and forth as he rapidly surveys the wall of monitors. False alarm? Hey Dylan, don't mind us. Just had to do a spot check on that alarm system. Chief's orders. Oh, hey, Quinn? No problem. Oh, the last name. Last name. I can talk really well today, by the way. Can you tell? By the way, why is his head so wide? It just feels very... Maybe it's the glasses. Maybe the glasses are making his eyes real big. Queen. Yeah, Cassandra Queen. Gamer brain. Oh yeah, it must take up a lot of space in there. Who's this? Lieutenant Rosemary, ship security. Think it's because the hair makes his head less tall? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that is that, actually. Still, his proportions feel very off somehow. Oh hey, Warrant Officer Dylan D's Gunner. Welcome aboard. Got a very unfortunate last name, buddy. Thanks. Dylan D's. Yeah. Well, let me know if you guys need anything. The alert really got in the way of an awesome solo, so I'm going to rewind and pick up where I left off. To meet you? I'm so sorry, my dude. What do we think Dylan is listening to? I can't even imagine. Just once I was hoping he wouldn't be here. Oh? Yeah, this place would be such a good room to relax in and take in a view of the stars. Day or night, he's always in here, either spacing out himself or drumming away. I'm so jealous. Most heads of operations would kill for a crew member who was at their station day or night, you know. But this is weird. The only time I've seen him leave is when the ship's docked. I've come by at all sorts of random times and he's always here. Lo-fi hip-hop 24/7 stream. Hell yeah. I don't like it. How much of that is jealousy? I feel like he must be listening to something a little more exciting. Or maybe he's just vibing in here. Who knows? Dylan? Warrant Officer D's. Warrant Officer D's. Dylan! Oh, hey, Lieutenant. How's it going? Baby Shark? God, I hope so. Not bad, thanks. I was wondering if you could explain the control system here to me. It doesn't look like anything like I've seen before. Huh? Oh, yeah. If you've not been on a small ship like the Gundog, it probably does look weird. Bigger ships have more crew spares so they can have old-fashioned turret operators. On a ship like this, where's... What? Hold on, give me a second. Jesus. Where there's only one dude flying solo, the whole system's optimized to let them run the entire weapon system alone. Each of these trackballs links up with a different weapon system, which is represented by a reticle shown on the screen. By rolling the balls, I can move the targeting reticle from screen to see. What? The stutter is strong today. Screen to screen and to fire, all I need to do is point and click. That's pretty clever. Only works so well because we got the computer doing most of the heavy lifting. On bigger ships, the gunners have a lot more physical control. On a ship like this, it's more like playing a really intense video game. Baby Shark made you babble. Yeah, you're right. It's playing in my head now. On loop. Literally butt stamp. He's just out here playing his little FPS game. Having a great time. Never really liked those spaceship video games. I'd rather play a racing game or something instead. It's not too bad. Now the war's over, we're not shooting anyone anytime soon. So I get to spend all my time here listening to music and staring out into space. Pretty much perfect. Listening to anything good? Oh my god, we're gonna find out. Is it gonna be Baby Shark? Yeah, real classic album right now. Ever heard of Trish and the Replicants? No. he's a racist. Hold on, huh? What did he say? No, sorry. Come by later and I'll lend you a cassette. It's pretty good for such an old band. Thanks for the offer. Damn, I guess we're gonna have to come in here and listen to music with him. Got seen like the racing games. Oh. Damn. Yeah, you're right. Every single one of these screens is linked to a camera on the ship's hull. Although it doesn't look like it, this actually represents a 360 degree... what? 360 degree view around the gun dog. Yeah, the Baby Shark really fucked me up. It's playing in my head right now. that's what's doing this. Every single one... No, that's already... I read that. Look at that. Never been in a ship as small as... okay. I'm gonna drink some water. And I'm gonna take a deep breath. And then I will try really hard to read slow. There we go. Brain reset. Yeah, we really need that. I don't know why I'm so, like, brain fried still. From the weekend, I guess. Never been on a ship as small as the Gundog, but the controls for the ship's weaponry don't look anything like they do on a bigger ship. They look more like they belong in an office or something. I assume there's nothing else to look at. Can I use these things? These screens only come with one channel, and it doesn't look like there's anything interesting on right now. Damn, can't watch anime in here, what the fuck. Imagine several peeps singing Baby Shark, but someone different play Baby Mommy and Daddy Shark. My god. Overstimulation. He's rocking that dang HP keyboard. Oh man. I think I'll leave that up to the professional. No, I want to shoot at things. I wish they would let me sit in his chair. That would be nice. Guess there's nothing else. Can I shoot at things? They really shouldn't have given me that gun. Alright, what else do we have left? The mess hall. That is where I would like to go next. Can I get there from here? I can. And here we have the highlight of this entire tour, the mess hall. Whoa. Hold on. Cassandra's face is radiating happiness as she what? Gestures through the double doorway that you stood by into the mess hall. Dino grabber, whoa. Looking inside, you see a canteen like any other. Tables, chairs, vending machines, it's all there. I feel like this was a really bad day to pick a reading game. And hello, Kira, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. This is the highlight. It looks like a pretty standard mess hall to me. You bet. Do you know why? Tell me. Because they've got both of the different kinds of vending machines. The red one that's stuck to spices, potato chips, and the white one that has all the different chocolate bars. Oh my god, this is the highlight. Or Raven, it's an actual song though. I don't know it. That's why I was confused. Wow, so that's all bases covered, huh? They've got all the fundamental food groups. I'm not sure. Hey, Quinn! Who is this? A rough voice calls out from further in. You hadn't noticed them previously because of Cassandra's enthusiastic presentation of the vending machines, but someone sat in the far corner stands up. Drops half a smoked cigarette into a coffee cup and strides over. Whoa, 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 this is gonna be someone cool, I bet. Pretty good. I'm glad you're doing good. Hell yeah. Did she have tummy issues? No, 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 no. You misremember. She can eat the potato chips and the and the chocolate bars. She can't eat the ship food. She can only eat these. Oh my god, who is this? Who is this? What's going on, Quinn? Who's this? Lieutenant Rumney, were you just smoking in the mess hall? Ah, take it easy, Quinn. I was sat right by the extractor vent for the meal vendor. No harm, no foul, except for the meal vendor. That's not the point. The extra strain on the air scrubbers from cigarette... Yeah. Whoa. Whoa! You got moves. So anyway, who's this hottie? This hottie? Me? Wow! Well, cat's got her tongue. Name's Haru Romney. What about you, good looking? Lieutenant Riven Mary's ship security. Riven Mary's? No way, really? Romney is very gender. Absolutely. I like Romney. Last time I checked. Well, alright. Good to know. That's all for me, Marys. You know where my quarters are, right? I will figure it out. Yeah, I do. Nice. Catch you later. What was it all that about? Cassie? You know where the room is, do you? I mean, I do. It's near mine. I didn't... That's not what I... The room is right by mine! Can I have this person's confidence? I wanted to. The awkward laugh. I'm sorry, Cassie. I can't resist the leather jacket and the sunglasses. You know how it is. You know, it's... Oh, she's still mad at me. I'm sorry. Actually, don't worry about it. Oh, God. Oh, man. Like Cassie said, both kinds. For some reason, certain ships sometimes only have the red one or the white one, so I can get why she's excited. Hell yeah. Standard food render unit installed in all JCF ships. It's half robotic chef, half vending machine. You select what you want and it prepares it for you. The ingredients are almost all long-life synthetic reproductions, but it's pretty convincing. When you're done, you can slot the plate back slot the plate back in for cleaning. Good. Very, very effective. Coffee. Putting out your half-smoked cigarette and your half-drunk coffee, pretty gross. I don't know why smoking on a ship hasn't been banned yet. To be that fair, that is a fair question. Can I use the coffee? Is there somewhere I can throw this away? Why are you mad about this too? You know, don't worry about it. I'll find it. The meat substitutes. Yeah, exactly. The pea protein, the other stuff. Hey, Cassie, have you had lunch yet? Should we get something from the vendor? Girl, come on. It was a little bit of flirting. Right. I bet Haru flirts with you too. Come on now. Cassie, shall we get some chips or something? I guess not. Okay then. Trying to buy her happiness with food. It didn't work. This is very upsetting. Alright, I guess we gotta go. Oh, Cassie, before we go, do you want something from the vending machine? You already asked that. Chocolate? Come on now. Chips? Anything you want, baby girl. Soda? Don't think I don't know what you're trying to do, Lieutenant. I promise I didn't get what Haru was saying about the room. Okay, but it's going to be a chocolate bar. Okay, sure. Wait, 2 chocolate bars. Sure. Wait, 3! She's just like me for real. It works on me. Me too. Alright, time to go look around. So your quarters are down this way, huh? That's right, why? I was wondering where you'd be. On the Swift class there's 2 different quarter sections. One has all the department chiefs while the other has the crew that work within those departments. Since you're the only security officer on board, I was wondering if you'd count as a department head or not. Well, I guess I don't. I'm just slumming it. Oh, that's not... What I meant was that, I'm messing with you. Don't worry about it. The head of security is typically under the captain's instruction anyway, so it makes sense that my quarters are down this way. I guess so, when you put it like that. So, have you met any of your neighbors yet? I mean, we did just meet one of my neighbors, I guess. Well, let's see. Where this one? This is Hutter's room. They've only heard what Hansen has to say about me. Probably best I don't run into them too often. Why not? I want to go in there. I may be security, but under normal circumstances, I can't just barge into someone's room without being invited in. Can I knock? Let me in. Fine. Can I talk to you more? You know, it's rude to keep a girl hanging around. What do you mean? Here we are just hanging out in the corridor like a pair of weirdos. Shouldn't you be inviting me into your quarters or something? Give me the tour. Okay, what's even the point then? You're so right. What do you mean I can't open all the doors? Well, it's probably identical to your quarters, so... But, you know, I guess it'd be good for you to see them. Oh my god, new game after Spirit Fair. Hell yeah. Hello, my Vienna. Welcome in. How are you doing? This has been pretty good so far. I guess we're going into my quarters. As you step into your quarters, Cassandra follows you in. She stands by the door for a moment, looking around the room before turning to face you. Wow, you really like to keep it tidy, don't you? I've only just got here. That's not a lot of time to make a mess. Doing good. How have you been, Riven? I've been pretty good too. I'm glad you're also doing good. Wow. I feel like I had a very exciting weekend and I'm still kind of reeling from it. I haven't quite recovered from touching all that grass. Are you kidding? I'm pretty sure my bag exploded the moment I stepped into my quarters. Is Cassandra saying you two should make a mess? Maybe she is. That seems like it. Jovian military supplies aren't what they used to be, or maybe it was operator error. And what's that supposed to mean, Lieutenant? Nothing. Just considering all possibilities. Wait, is that... What? Lieutenant Marys, don't tell me that... My dishwasher went off. Raven touched grass, some rare info. I know, it was shocking, really. Don't expect it to happen anytime soon again. Life support, no. Oh god, guys, I'm dying. I should probably go open the dishwasher, but I think I can wait. Dishwasher jingle dance. I wish it had a fun jingle. It just beeps at me really loudly. But what is it? Your chair. It's not perfectly aligned with the terminal. Oh god, how could I make this terrible mistake? I'm so sorry, Cassie. I guess nobody's perfect, huh? I would have made more of an effort if I knew the officer doing spot checks was such a stickler. I suppose I wouldn't have to report you to the captain this time, Lieutenant. Damn. Can I mean, I've already looked at everything in here. You Cassie, would you like to use the bed with me? No, she would not. Hey, want to see something cool? I feel like this may be a bad idea, but go on. Alright, I've always loved your sense of adventure. Now check this out. If you work your fingers under the bottom of one of the panels by your bunk, you can take it off its mountings and there's a recess behind it that you can stash contraband in. Thanks for the tip, Cassie. I will definitely be checking that part in your room. Oh! How about this floor panel? Did you know that if you use something strong enough, you can pry it open and it leads into a crawl space below the decks that you can use to get to other areas of the ship? Yep. Wow, shock. Alright, but I bet you didn't know that if you logged into your terminal and entered a secret code that you can play Snake. That too, sorry. We can play Snake? I hope I can actually play Snake. I love Snake. Promoting safe contraband keeping base friend. See, the issue here is that I am the security officer, so, you know. Well, fine, I guess you probably know every secret of the ship then. Well, not every secret, but I am a security officer. Gotta keep those magazines hidden somewhere. Oh no, this is definitely what it's being used for by most people here. I've seen and caught every trick there is when it comes to contraband, crew breaking fraternization rules, or system exploits. It'd have to get pretty technical to get past me. Wait, how do you know all this? Oh, well, that is I. Back to the tour. No, no, Cassie. No, I was hoping she would have one more to say. Oh, man. Alright, let me just click through this. I guess we gotta go check out her quarters. Oh, Dalton lives here. I didn't even remember. And Dylan. Okay. Let me go to the other corridor. And this is the second set of crew quarters for operations staff. That's me and Vanessa. The department heads and the captain have their quarters. Makes sense. Of course, it's obvious why you'd come this way so soon after finding out I was part of the crew. What do you mean? Wait, hey, I'm on duty right now, you know? Oh no, we're getting kidnapped. I know, and despite that, you've left your libido guide you to my quarters, you animal. Cassie, no! Let's maybe save that for later, okay? You tease. Saved. Damn. We're about to get banned on Twitch right there. Oh boy. Mackenzie's, that is Chief's room. She seems pretty committed to the job. I bet she doesn't spend much time here. Possibly. Vanessa's room. I get the impression that someone like her keeps it at inspection level at all times. Probably. The nameplate reads Cassandra Quinn. I don't really need an explanation on who that room belongs to. I really want to look at this door, but apparently I'm not allowed to. Let me just go have a little visit over here. Wait, did I talk to Cassandra again? No. So we're just gonna hang around the corridor outside my quarters then? Nowhere you're in a hurry to go to? Honestly. Alright, I'm sorry. Let's go. Oh, by the way, if you ever want access to my quarters, the passcode for the lock is 0211. It's pretty much the same passcode I use for everything. Oh, Cassie. 0211. Got it. What is it, Cassie? Oh, that's right. It's... Oh, no. Our anniversary. You're lucky. Surely it must be our anniversary, right? Come on, you didn't think I'd forget, did you? Hey, good job. Phew, saved. Oh, wait. Before you go in, can you give me a few minutes just to tidy the place up? I was almost late for my duty shift this morning, so it's kind of a mess. Let me put some stuff away, okay? Okay, yeah, sure. Wow. Sid, thank you for subscribing. Anniversary, wowie. 8 months. It's such a long time, goddamn. It feels like... feels like a crazy long time, actually. What do you mean I've been streaming for that long? And longer. 8 months, dang, yeah. Oh my god, it's almost the 9 months. You know what that means. Let's not talk about that, actually. But thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate it. Keeping herself between you and the entrance to your room, Cassandra opens the door using the control panel to its right. Don't stare at me over in the chat. As it opens, she swiftly steps through and, before it's even all the way open, closes it again using the panel on her side of the entrance. The entire time she obstructs your view of her quarters. I was gonna make that joke, but didn't. Wow, we're so in sync. My god. Thanks, I won't be long, promise. A few minutes pass and you continue to stand gingerly outside of Cassie's quarters. You hear the occasional footsteps coming from the Foresight thoroughfare, but they all move on to other parts of the ship. Thankfully, no one stops by to ask why security is lurking outside one of the operations officer's quarters. Oh no. Hey, Cassie. You give the door a gentle knock, leaning against the wall, continuing to remain on lookout for anyone who may have some questions about what you're doing out there. How's it going in there? Oh yeah, almost done. Just give me a minute to get this sorted out and... That last pose is followed by a loud bang and the sound of a small cascade of various objects onto the floor. Oh no, girl. Okay, maybe a few more minutes. You sigh and step back from the door. If anyone asks, you can always tell them that you're doing spot checks for contraband or something similar. Head down, come in. Oh my god. Cassie, you are such a... You are such a fail girl. I love you. Wait, hold on. You have a leather jacket too. Suspicious. Welcome. Make yourself at... As you step through the door frame, the toe of your boot catches on a discarded pair of leggings, which are held in place by your other foot. As you begin to fall over, you reach out to catch onto something to stop yourself. Unfortunately, the chair you reached out for has a uniform thrown over the backrest, which slips as you grab it, bringing both the chair and the assortment of cosmetics on the seat clattering down to the floor with you. Oh no, Riven, are you okay? I'm sorry, I thought... Cassie? Yes? I thought you said you were tidying this place up. Where's the fourth white sock on the door handle? Probably. My god. I was! Then why did I just get brained by a falling hairdryer? There was a system! You get back to your feet and right the chair as Cassie quickly grabs the assorted bottles and tubes that fell down with you, placing them randomly back on any nearby surface. Honestly, this kind of looks like my apartment, so I don't really get to say shit, actually. I do like this little plushie over here, it's very cute. I'm a little concerned about the beer bottle right by the pillow. But maybe it's fine. You almost launch into a speech about securely stowing possessions in case of high-speed maneuvers, but you stop yourself. Doesn't the captain ever carry out spot checks or surprise inspections? No, it's great! From what I've heard, her quarters are a worse state than mine! Captain! So now I gotta get in there. Is that right? God damn. Cassie's bed. It currently appears to be acting as a makeshift wardrobe. Does she move all these coats before she goes to sleep, or do they act like an extra sheet? How does she even have this much clothing on board anyway? My god. Are those printed photographs? Aren't those cool? They're from our first date at the Europe amusement park. Aw, cute! I took my Pixie Cam straight to specialist printers the next day and got copies made. I even wrote the date on the back so I'd never forget our anniversary. Aww. Interesting outfit. Wow, I never knew you were that sentimental. By the way, the captain's first name is Marish and she took your last name. You need to sell Cassandra on this. Oh my god, Maris. Oh, hello, Lotus. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Wow. Welcome. I knew I was onto a good thing of when you held my hair back so I could barf mid roller coaster ride. Yeah, we're kind of ride and die over here. You don't meet many people that consider it when you're dating within the forces, let me tell you. Yeah, now I think about it, that wasn't the most romantic date I'd ever been on. What do you mean? That sounds extremely romantic. You still called me back up for a second date, though. I guess I must have been pretty desperate. That's so mean. Hey. Joking. Man. Alright, what else can we look at? What's over there? The front panel of the storage unit looks like it's barely managing to stay shut. Could that be what that bang was earlier? Probably. Can I look at the socks? No. Any of the clothes? Computer? So mean. Yeah, this isn't me. They should have let me have a choice. Like everything else in this room, this terminal appears to be in use as extra storage space. Even the chair's covered in stuff. Since Cassie's in operations, you'd think she'd make more use out of a terminal than anyone else on board, but I can't see how she uses it like this. It's not that bad. I mean, sure there's a pile of things on it, but anything else I can look at? No. Next time I'll keep my wits about me for any inadvertent booby traps where I come in. That's probably a good idea. Can I use Cassandra's bed? I've still got the rest of the ship to check out. I don't think there's time for that right now. What do you mean? There's plenty of time. Use the photos. Photographs. She said that she'd written our anniversary, November 2nd, on the back to remember it by. Cool. Can I use this? I don't know how much stuff Cassie stuffed in there, but I think if I open it, it may never close again. Very possible. Use the computer. With all this stuff on top, it'd be easier just to use my own terminal. It's completely usable, though. It's only on the top. Did I talk to her yet? No. So, how are you finding the gun dog so far? Enjoying the tour? The ship's pretty much the same as every other one I've ever been stationed on. The tour's first class, though. Maybe if working in naval operations doesn't work out, you could start your own business as a tour guide back on Europa colony. You think so? Definitely. You seem to have all the insider knowledge already, and you've only been stationed here a few days. Imagine all the insider knowledge you could share about Europa colony. Yeah, you're right. And over here we have the statue of the workers who built this colony. Oh, thank you for the posture check. Hold on, let me... let me straighten up a little bit. Whoa, there we go. There we go. Wait, am I too high up on the screen now? No, I'm not. It's fine. If you sneak around the back, you can get inside the plinth and hide from colony security if they catch you and your friends hanging out in the park after it's shut. Then again, you don't think that's the kind of thing people will want to know? No, that's absolutely the kind of thing people want to know. Maybe a bit more about the workers first. Anyway. Oh, how are you finding the gun dog so far? How do you feel about being transferred? Let me in on that posture check. Heck, let's hydrate while we're at it. Hell yeah, thank you for the hydrate. Let me take a sip. Wow. There we go. Wowie, chat taking care of me. Into their thrill of public spaces, I see Cassandra. She absolutely is. What do you want to do when we get some shore leave? Oh, hit pad too. Wowie! Thank you. So nice to me. How are you finding the gun dog so far? So you've been on the ship a few days now. How are you finding it? Well, it's not too bad. Obviously, it's not like being stationed on the Reliant. It's a whole lot smaller and there's way less people. But then there's also a lot less to do, so you get much more free time. Captain Bartermoose is pretty lax compared to Captain Singh. But then I get the impression that this whole crew is a bunch of burnouts. Oh no. Except for us! No, I will join the burnouts. I obviously didn't mean that about you. It's fine. How do you feel about being transferred? So, about your transfer from the Reliant. I know. We don't need to have this conversation. I've already had it from Captain Singh in my dismissal and from one of the senior resource officers. You're wasting your potential. You would make an excellent captain if you took your duties seriously. Your academy scores were excellent. I wasn't going to give you the speech. One of the only good things about not having parents is that I don't have to hear from them too. Oh god, not the traumatic backstory. Oh no, orphan. Hey, Cassie. It's the absolute worst hearing it from you because I know that out of everyone, you're probably the only person that really cares. No, Cassie. Wow, girl. I see we've unlocked the tragic backstory. Shots fired. Oh god. Cassie, it's okay. I wasn't gonna give you the big speech about it. I figured you'd already had it from everyone else. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Oh. I figured you were feeling worse than you let on. Oh. It's gonna be okay, you know. A ship like this isn't the worst place to be for a while. And if things work out okay, you can always put in for a transfer back to a bigger ship. The JCF is still building up its navy, so there'll be loads of opportunities. If that doesn't work out, there's still your career as a tour guide back on Europa. Oh, look at her big sad eyes. Oh god. Cassie, it's okay. Yeah, you know it. I'd probably make a better tour guide than a ship operator anyway. I think you'd be great at whatever you decide to do, and whatever that is, I'll be here to support you through it. Wow, I'm so supportive. Oh, what is it? Oh. Cassie? Ah, you're so cheesy sometimes. The emotional reaction a couple of pixels and a few words can prompt is crazy. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, this does have really nice art. I really enjoy it. And the writing is fun also. Hey! She was just manipulating me. Ah, come here. A wowie hugs. Alright, what do you want to do when we got some shore leave? So, now that we're on the same ship or shore leave, we'll line up. So, do you have anywhere you want to go? Anything you want to do? I hadn't thought about it. I guess this means that we'll be able to go on a lot more dates now. Oh, I know. Did you hear about that new colony they've added to the Europa cluster? It's got an ultra-efficient water handling plan, and the planners have included a water park. We should go as soon as it opens. Absolutely. A water park? What's that? What do you mean? Listen, I know I'm a little stupid, but I'm not this stupid. You've never heard of a water park? Apparently never. They're one of the coolest new features on the new colonies they're building. They're like lots of big swimming pools with slides and rivers and all sorts. A park made of water. Oh my god, that's amazing. All the Eve magazines are saying that they're going to be the coolest things to do on the colonies once they're open. Pools and slides into pools? But like really exciting. Okay, I guess when we're next docked, I'll see if I can book us some tickets. Awesome. And most importantly, Cassie will be in a swimsuit. Whoops, that's not what I was trying to do. Alright, I guess we're leaving. Go. Let's see. We still needed to... Can I just straight up go into the captain's quarters? Apparently I can. The captain's quarters sits at the end of the corridor, differentiated from the other doors in the corridor by the small insignia that sits above the nameplate. Like the others in the corridor, it displays the occupant's name, in this case, Captain Maris Bartermuse. Even if you role as security officer, there are a few rooms on the ship that you don't have access to. The captain's quarters is one of them. There's nothing for you here right now, so you turn back. Oh. With Cassandra leading the way, the two of you leave the captain's quarters behind you and step into the crew quarters corridor 2. Cassandra pauses for a moment, looking left and right before turning back to face you with a smile on her face. What? I apparently accidentally opened the log somehow. A park for fish? That would be great, actually. Wowie. Oh, there we go. Well, that's it, Raven. Consider yourself officially acquainted with all there is to be acquainted with on board the one and only JFS Gundog. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Oh, thank you. It was very enjoyable. I did. It's probably up there in my top 5 ship orientations. Top 5? Okay, you're right. Oh, top 3. What? Maybe a triple shift to start your time aboard the Gundog is more to your taste. Oh, no. Well, that did happen to me on board the Thunderbolt, so if that didn't happen, I guess it'd definitely be my favorite orientation ever. What a coincidence. It looks like your schedule's clear until tomorrow morning. Wowee! Whoa, in that case, 5 stars. Great tour, especially the guide. Cute. So now that the tour's over, your duties don't formally begin until tomorrow. If you want, we can take another look at anywhere on the ship, or if you want to call it a day, that's cool too. I think I'll... I mean, do we have anything to look around at? I don't know. You're both master negotiators. Yeah! We're a power couple. Let's look around a little. Why does it keep opening that? The art of the trade. Hell yeah. I think I'll take another look around. It's best if I'm completely up to speed on everything there is to know about the ship before I start my duties. Roger that, Lieutenant. Let's go. But when you've decided that you've got everything figured out, it's probably best to head back to your quarters. Oh my god. Almost hiccup. You got a big day ahead of you. Damn. I mean, do I want to look at anything? Did I talk to you in the hallway? Yeah, I did. I forgot. Map. I mean, I assume there's nothing for me to actually look at. Pretty sure I talked to everybody and all that stuff, so... Oops, I'm just pressing buttons again, it's fine. I just go into the... No, I was really hoping that would open the map, but it absolutely does not. So, let me just go over here. Yeah. Let's call it a day. I think that's enough for now. I should probably go over the mission logs before tomorrow and get an early night. I know the captain seems pretty relaxed, but I don't want to make a habit of late starts. So responsible. I've got the late shift tonight, so maybe I'll get a nap in too. Okay, I'll see you soon then. Well, look who it is, the Kali coward. Oh no. Who's picking a fight? You don't need to even look beyond Cassandra to know who's standing at the entrance to the corridor. Although you'd recognize the mocking tone anywhere, the real giveaway is the nickname. When you thought you'd escaped a long time ago, here comes Gary. Oh god. Look at this fucking guy. Hansen, however you pronounce his last name, or as you knew him, Kalik 3. Of the members of the Kalik squadron who'd taken part in the battle, he'd been the only one to return. Oof. Even then, that had only been after the ceasefire had been signed, a full 13 hours after he'd launched. From what you've heard from the other crew members, he'd survived by playing a game of cat and mouse with the enemy forces in a debris field. By shutting down the majority of his systems and hiding amongst the wreckage, he'd been able to launch surprise attacks, taking down his pursuers one by one. Damn. When he came back to the Kalik and saw your armored frame still suspended from its restraints, he had instantly blamed you for the squad being wiped out. Well, damn. Weird. There's an insect with blonde hair on my second monitor. Oh, that is strange. Are you talking about me? I am also blonde. It's pronounced... Yeah, absolutely. Sounds about right. If you'd taken off when you were supposed to, he argued, the squadron would have been at full strength, enough to survive the surprise attack. Well, wasn't my thing, like, not working? How can you blame me for that? No amount of technical data are arguing that it had been physically impossible for you to launch would change his mind. Wow, are you a Foley artist? Yeah, I am, actually. My secret identity. I'm saving that sound. What are you gonna do with it? I'm worried now. The destruction of the Kelly squadron was on your hands. The worst bit was that you weren't entirely sure he was wrong. Damn. Oh, thank you for coming to save me. What's up, Lieutenant Riven? You're not thinking of finishing your first day without meeting an old friend, right? I don't think you're actually saving me. I think somebody might have been talking a little bit of shit about me. When Heather came and told me that some lieutenant called Rowan Marys was our new security officer, I had to come and take a look. No way could it be that wimp from back on the Kalik. They had to have been dishonorably discharged from these are really difficult words. They had to have been dishonorably discharged for dereliction of duty. Damn. I really like that animation. It was a good onomatopoeia. Thank you. That was a cool animation. I still don't like you though. But I guess the JCF is so desperate that they'll hang on to anybody, no matter how much of a screw-up they are. How'd you end up here, Maris? They decided you couldn't handle a full-size ship, so had to put you with the smallest crew they could find. Ah, owie. I do think the tight black gloves, though. They are those are very tight. Jesus. They're probably cutting off his circulation. To be fair, he's kinda hot. I feel like he could be, but these little antennas at the front, they really bother me. None of you are free of sin. Absolutely not. You instinctively make your hands into fists, but unclench them quickly before Hansen notices. It's okay, I can fix him. Okay, I believe you. You haven't been stationed on the same ship as him since the Kalik, but you'd run into him a few times on board the colonies whilst you were both on shore leave. Has antennas. Do you have antennas? I haven't even noticed. Clearly they're not as terrible as this guy's. Each time it ended badly. I want to punch him. Push back. You're trying to stop yourself, but Hansen has always been able to push your buttons and you can't help but snap. Oh, not a model. Okay. I mean, you know, it really depends on the antennas. These are weird. I was gonna say something more, but my brain's shut off. It's all you can do to not just draw your electroshock weapon and take him out of here and now. Do it! In the back of your mind, you know you'd be able to justify it. Oh my god. Back off. That's how I'm pronouncing his name now. Whatever issues you've got with me, you can stow it. I'm not going to take your crap because you think you're hot stuff on a two-frame ship. Big talk for someone who's never seen action. You want to go a few? Come at me. Or you're just going to hang back there and hide like you always do? I feel like this would be a lot more convincing if I wasn't stuttering through the whole sentence. See what I was saying, Haru? The lieutenant here's a coward and has been since day one. Won't fight, won't even stand up for themselves. I literally just was. Oh. And sign. You stop this right now, Lieutenant Maris. Does my mic even pick that up if I'm doing this? Can't stand up for yourself, so getting this ditz to do it for you, is it, Lieutenant? Oh no, now we're going. You just insulted my girlfriend. You do? Oh, I'm so glad. Yes. Good. You stop this right now and apologize, or I'll order Lieutenant Maris to throw you into solitary and write you up myself. I feel like I threw myself off. Stuttering is cool, spitting and whistle does suck. You don't have this. You don't have it either. I feel like you're being low-key harsh on yourself again. Wow. You're welcome to try, Lieutenant Commander, but I don't think your security officers got it in them to even try. You think you can take me on, Maris? Absolutely I can. +1. Yeah, that's right. I will also give Sid a +1. Go strong and silent. Remind Hansen that orders are orders. Show him you mean business. Shoot him. I could take him on easy. In a fight, right? In a fight, right? Anyway. Staring Hansen in the eyes, you say nothing, but instead slowly move your hand down to the holster on your hip that holds your electroshock weapon. Hell yeah, shoot him! Shoot him right now! Oh no. Oh no, Sid. With a slow, deliberate motion, you undo the clip and lay your hand on the weapon's grip. I suggest you do as the Lieutenant Commander says, Ensign. I'm authorized to handle insubordination as I see fit, especially when it's hostile. Hansen steps past Cassie and right up to you. With his face inches from yours, he places his right fist into his left hand and cracks his knuckles. Uh-oh. He's so close that you can feel his breath on your face. Ugh, as he sneers at you. Can you take a step back, please? Oh, wowie. Hello, Ramen. Thank you for the head pat. Wow, 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 wow. Welcome in. How are you doing? Can this guy please back off, though? I'm surprised, Lieutenant. I didn't think you had the guts to make a threat like that. But do you think you're fast enough? Come on then, Lieutenant. What's it gonna be? You gonna show me who's boss on board the ship? You gonna make me obey that order? I feel like he's flirting with me. Or is my brain just a little fucked? For free? Yeah, exactly. Hello, Ramen. This is straight up flirting. This is how they do it in the yaois. You know? He's a brat. Taste him in the butt. Oh god. I bet he's into that though. You wanna think long and hard about what you're gonna do, Lieutenant? Never knowing when you're gonna need a friend like me. And then, no, we're not friends. He wants it so bad. He absolutely does. I mean, we're all crewmates here, right? I'm not heartless. I'll even help losers like you out if you've done me a solid or two. I will not be doing you any solids. So maybe you should act like a professional for once. Or you're gonna do something stupid and show the Lieutenant Commander that you're just as much of a screw up as she is. Shoot him. Shoot him right now. Stop insulting my girlfriend. You take a deep breath and give him what he wants. Now, what's the implications of this? Because we've already established that what he wants is to be tasted in the butt, I guess. I can tell you. My god. No, I will be standing up to this man. With Hansen's breath hot on your face, you do everything you can to not bat an eye at that last comment, but despite your best effort, your hands are clenched into fists. As much as you'd like to put 50,000 volts through him for insubordination and insulting a senior officer, you know that would be letting him win. His hair ain't the only thing that's gonna be slicked by the end of it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Instead, you glare into Einstein's eyes for a few more seconds. I need to gather myself. I need some more water. Hold on. How do you bonk out of chatters? We really need to implement this feature. I need to like... Hold on. No, I can't do it actually, damn it. I was hoping I could... I don't have the bonk gif. I could have put it up to chat and bonked it that way. Let me take a sip of water. Here we go. I gotcha. Oh, self-bonk. You can almost feel Hansen's hatred for your radiation from him like an aura, and it takes all the bravado you can muster to not step down. Bless. The two of you stand like this for longer than you'd like until... Would you two knock it off already? She's getting a little jealous, I think. Oh god. Scary. I'm on duty this evening and I don't want to have to update the captain that both her new security officer and lead pilot are in the sick bay. All because their egos are too big to be on the same ship together, so both of you stand down. That's an order, okay? I'm sorry. Both you and Hansen are taking it back for a moment, like two school children who've been caught in a playground squabble. You turn from Cassie to Hansen and back, trying to come up with something to say. Similarly, Hansen's air of machismo has been dented by the surprise outburst. No, I don't want to hear from either of you. You're both in the JCF, so maybe you should start acting like it. Ensign, I want you to report to the chief at 0 hour 100. You're helping her clean out the organic processing filters. As for you, Lieutenant Maris, we'll discuss this later. Hey, what? You can't... Ensign. Piss off. That's an order. Hell yeah. Girl boss. For the first time since you've met him, Hansen looks lost for words. He stands there for a moment, mouth agape. Girl boss. We love a girl boss. Yeah, Lieutenant Commander. I hear you loud and clear. Z-snap. Piss on. Oh no. Hansen thrusts both his hands into his jacket pockets, turning on his heel and heading away towards the thoroughfare. Not me. Oh, thanks for the clarification. He cocks his head, gesturing to Heather to follow him as he leaves. Before the pair are fully out of sight, he turns back to face the two of you. She tamed the brat. This is remarkable. This is absolutely remarkable. Good thing someone on this crew is able to keep everyone in line. Doesn't seem like our security officer's up to the task. Hey. With the parting shot fired, both Haru and Hansen disappear around the corner. You and Cassie stand there watching the space where they've been. It's very easy. Aw, you're probably right, actually. Cassie crosses her arms as she taps her foot furiously. What an absolute dick! I told you, he's a real quality game content. Hell yeah. And you, what was that performance all about? I've told you about him. He doesn't back down. You've got to... Mind if I tell you about something you missed? I missed something! Oh man, feel free. I know, but you can't let him get to you like that, otherwise he'll just keep coming time after time until one of you does something they regret. You pause for a moment and feel your cheeks grow flush. You're suddenly filled with a sense of shame for being caught out acting so childishly. Oh fuck, you're right! That is the thing that happened. The game definitely told me. Oh, dude, I could have shot him? Maybe? Oh man. Damn. This sucks. Dang! I gotta go back. When's the last time I saved? You got an achievement for it? Oh man, I'll go back and do that later. I'll do a second playthrough. Here we go. Quality game content. Oh, I wish I had realized. Damn it. I gotta pay more attention. Hey, don't worry about it. I know what the two of you have been through, and to be honest, I figured he was a real asshole from the moment I met him. Plus, he's gonna be busy helping the chief clean out those filters for the next month, so don't worry too much about running into him anytime soon. Still feeling a bit sheepish about your behavior in front of Kashi. New nickname, Kashi. You managed to smirk. Thanks for stepping in there. I shouldn't have stooped to his level. Don't worry about it. Just take it easy and don't let what he gets. What? Don't let what he said get to you. I'm gonna get ready for my shift, so I'll see you soon. Sure, I guess I'll catch up. I guess I'll catch you in the morning. Sounds good. Oh, one more thing. What's that? Whoa. Cassie steps forward, places her hands on your waist, and stands on tiptoes, raising your face up to yours. You close your eyes and tilt your head slightly in response. I wish I was this tall in real life. Wowie! Wowie! At the moment that our lips meet yours, you forget everything that just happened. All you can focus on is the softness and delicate warmth. Wow, 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 wow. Whoa. After a moment, Cassie slowly moves back and you open your eyes to find her gazing at you contentedly. You both share the same gentle smile before she steps away. And sleep well, Raven. As Cassie walks away, she spins on her heels, gives you a quick wave, and then turns back, heading further down the corridor. Never mind, whoa. Wow! Girlfriend! No, you must be mistaken. If I can, then surely it must be difficult. Damn, we love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. Whoa. As you step into your quarters and head over to your bunk, the door hisses shut behind you. You stand there for a moment with a smile still on your face before you let out a sigh and sit down. Staring at nothing in particular, you mull over the day's events and Cassie's words from earlier. Big day ahead tomorrow, huh? You sigh. We'll see. Oh man, but this is a great... Hold on. Spot to take a break, maybe. 4 days have passed since the JFS Gundog departed on his mission to rendezvous with the JFS O'Brien. In that time, our crew, including Lieutenant Ramirez, have fallen into the easier rhythm of life aboard the ship. Got more curly hair than the 70s adult movie star. Oh my god. Even as the Gundog enters the outer limits of Jovian space and is due to meet the O'Brien, there is little for the crew to do, and a general sense of routine permeates the atmosphere. Letters. There sure are a lot of letters. Whoa. Outer Jovian space. Aboard the Jovian patrol ship. Gundog. Alright, let me pause here for a moment, because it has been an hour and a little over, so I'm gonna go take a little break. Here we go. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Wow, 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 wow. And we are back. Well, I feel like there's something stuck behind my back teeth and it's really annoying. Let me catch up a little bit. Don't forget to turn off oven. Don't worry, the oven is turned off. Coming off the stress for a few weeks. Much calmer now, that's good. On the run from the tax man, no biggie. Oh no, yeah, that's the thing. The usual. Hell yeah, yours are good. That's getting calmer and well happy, very happy these days. That's also great. Hell yeah, ear works. Cat's boy is also fine. Hell yeah, everybody's good. That's so good. We'll need to find someone else to take these replacements I have though. Oh no, the ears. I'll eat the tax man. Very hungry. It sounds like a plan. I'm just doing a speedrun chat read. Anyone wanna buy some ears? No thank you. I think this particular rich brew calls for a squirrel lemon actually. Sorry. Oh no. Read the spirit of a lemon and was like, do I ask them nicely for it? I guess so. I guess so. Hold on, I should save once in a while. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick sip of water because I did not do that during my break. There we go. All ready to read more? Not really. The starter will probably continue, but it's fine. The spirit of Lemon Prince from Adventure Time. Oh, that must be it. V ketchup. Well, ketchup. Ketchup. Yeah, sure. You're just finishing the last of your coffee as a shrill series of electronic pips begin sounding from your wristwatch. Without looking to check the time, you turn off the alarm and rise from your seat, knocking back the last of your drink once you've stood up, then taking the empty cup back to the food vendor. It's easy to lose track of time on board a military ship where the light is kept at a consistent level. You rely on a series of alarms you're programmed. I'm still very confused about the ketchup. You know that this one means your shift is due to start in a few minutes, giving your time to finish whatever you may be doing. Knocking back the appy juice, pretending it's whiskey. Hell yeah, just normal breakfast activities. You place the cup back into the vendor, where the machine latches onto it and then retracts it into a space that is quickly sealed by a sliding panel. Ketchup. Oh, I see. I get it now. Wow. As the sound of muffled whirring begins, you turn back to face the empty mess hall. Time to carry out the day's security checks then. Let's see, I need to stop by fire control, the hangar, and engineering to check that everything's going as it should. Okay, let's go. I just use the map. Let's go to fire control first. Yeah. You still feel a little bit awkward checking on fire control as part of the security report. Although Dylan is always friendly enough, you can't help but feel like you're intruding on his personal sanctuary. It doesn't help that his headphones are so big that, short of shaking him, it's hard to get his attention. Well, here we go. Morning, Lieutenant. How's it going? Oh, hey, Dylan. Everything alright? I thought you'd be listening to your music. You're a pretty punctual person, Lieutenant. So far, you've come by here the exact same time every shift. All I had to do was find which albums would last until just before you got here. Now I don't need to get interrupted mid-jam. Oh my god, wow. That's pretty impressive. Aren't you gonna get bored of listening to the same albums every morning, though? Nah, don't worry about it. I figured out about 15 different album combinations, and that's not including changing the order of play, so I'm good for this mission. Wow, he's just like me, organizing my Spotify playlists. Speaking of the mission, you know the drill. Anything unusual? Nothing at all, Lieutenant. Not even a scrap of debris. I've been keeping an eye on the long-range targeting systems too, and we've had a blip, but the energy reading smashed the O'Brien, which makes sense. Yeah, I thought so. We're so deep in Jupiter's backyard that I don't think we'll be seeing anything at all aside from the O'Brien. No shuffle? No, I do shuffle all the time too. Shuffling my 7,000 Spotify like songs playlist or whatever. Pausing for a moment as you idly shift your focus from one screen to another, a flicker on one screen catches your attention. My Spotify playlist like songs that 1,649. Yeah, I'm a little ahead of you, I think. I'm a newbie, I guess. Shall we check how many songs I have in there? Hold on. What the fuck? Oh no, I lied. It's only 6,000 actually. It's not 7,000 yet. Getting up there though. What was that, Lieutenant? This screen here just flickered. What did the readings say? Same. Wow. Oh, that's a long-range targeting system. It's fed with data from the long-range communication system, which has been on the fritz recently. Very impressive, thank you. I do be listening to music. Chief's been working on it, trying to figure out where all the feedback's coming from. Not anymore, no more Spotify for me, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. That's the kind of thing you should be filling me in on, Gunner D's. If our targeting systems aren't operating properly, then I need to make sure the captain knows. I have like 30. Oh no, you gotta find some more songs. You're gonna get bored of 30. My bad, Lieutenant. Since Chief said she was on the case, I figured it was all in hand. Getting closer to living under a rock every day, that's the ideal, isn't it? Well, let me know next time. That's it though? Nothing else? Nothing at all. Alright, keep it up, Gunner D's. Yes, Lieutenant. Wowie, living such a peaceful life. I have 2 playlists, okay, JP1 and English Random BS, but you still need more songs. I could ship you big boxes of CDs in the attic. I want some too, though. Can you? My CD collection is so small. I need more. My CD holder thing doesn't even have all the spots filled yet. Do I want to look at anything? No, probably not. Probably not. Can I talk to him more though? What's going on, Lieutenant? I listened to that Trish and the Replicants album you lent me the other day. It was pretty good. JP was like 300 or so still ass. Well, that's better than 30 though, at least. Hell yeah. Though, hey, nice. If you're into it, I got a few other albums I can lend you. Ever heard of Firebombing? Whoa. I was wondering if you had something a bit less rock. What do you mean less rock? I want more rock. What were you thinking? Well, I really like the Lynn Minnie May song they were always playing back on the Europa before we left. Do you have anything like that? CDs. I love CDs. Lynn Minnie May, that overproduced twee stuff? Wow! Insulting my favorite artist, how dare you? Come on, Lieutenant. Next you'll be telling me you want to listen to a whole album of Princess Maria ballads or something. Whoa! I mean... No way, Lieutenant. Come on, you're listening to Firebombing next and that's it. Alright, okay. Leave the tape with me next time you pass by my quarters. Princess Maria. Who can have a taste in music like that? Come on now, Dylan. It's good to have a varied taste in music. I do like listening to my Spotify liked songs playlist because it's like one moment it's like super soft pop and the next it's like fucking screamo or some shit. I want to buy old sample CDs so bad, but they're so expensive. Sample CDs. What's that? Where am I going next? That is the wrong button. I guess we could go to engineering. I just used the map. I can find engineering. There we go. Lieutenant Ryland Maris entering main engineering. You declare to the cavernous expanse of machinery and access ways that makes up the engineering section. You'd been instructed to announce your arrival by the chief, and since the last time you didn't, she nearly dropped the filtration unit on you to prove a point you made sure not to forget. Oh my god. Collections of sound effects that are used in movies and games to this day. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I bet those are expensive. Accessways clear, no visible detritus, nothing seems to be malfunctioning. You stop midway through your visual checks. And no one's throwing heavy machinery off the higher levels to teach me a lesson in proper conduct. Doesn't take long for you to finish your daily checklist. The chief runs such a tight ship that you don't really expect anything else. Now that you think about it, though, she hasn't given you your daily grilling about how insulting it is that you think these daily checks are necessary in the first place. I'm done eating, gonna go get myself a Steam card, so I'll see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck on your journey. If not, enjoy the rest of the stream and day. You too. I hope you have a good day. Chief, you here? Up here, Lieutenant. Oh, up where? Chief, are you around? Damn it, Lieutenant, I'm up here! Ugh. That's weird. It's not like the chief to not be at her assigned duty station. I'll have to tell the captain. Damn it, Lieutenant, I'm up here! Look up, you idiot! I'm sorry! If I don't get it, I am burning down the place. Oh no, I hope, don't get arrested, okay? Just run really fast after you do it, if you do it. Looking up, you see the chief engineer leaning dangerously across the safety rail of a walkway a few levels above you. Behind her is a massive cabling that's pouring out of an open panel above her. Oh, Chief, good morning! Good morning herself. I've been calling back to you this whole time. You forget to clean out your ears or something? Yeah. Sorry, Chief, it's pretty loud in here. Nothing in here is running above a safe decibel limit, and if you tell me otherwise, I'll come down there and recalibrate your ears. Uh-oh. You quickly mentally calculate the time it would take for her to get down to where you are, and the time you'd need to get out of engineering. Although you fancy your chances, you wouldn't bet money or your ears on it. Must be me, then. Anyway, I'm just filling out the daily report, Chief. What's going on up there? One of those clowns at the colony dock who took part in the maintenance process must have done something stupid to the long-range communications system. For the past 12 hours, we've been picking up huge amounts of feedback. They must have made a bad connection, but I can't find it in all the shoddy wiring. That must be the system that Dylan was talking about. Are you sure there's something out here that could be sending a signal? A broadcast from the O'Brien, one of our reconnaissance satellites? No chance. This feedback is way too intense. Even a standard broadcast shouldn't produce this much noise. Unless maybe they calibrated the long-range system on the short wave bands. In that case, the sensitivity would be off, so it would... Chief? Huh? Oh yeah, like I was saying, there's nothing around here that should be kicking out a signal with this kind of capacity. She's such a nerd. I love her. Me too. Me too. It's like it's picking up something with an amplitude and frequency 10 times higher than our standard equipment. Uh-huh. Which could be the result of a processor loop. Maybe I should check out the initial conversion driver next. Okay, well in that case, Chief, I'm gonna let the captain know, okay? Huh? I'll put that in my report for the captain, okay? Oh yeah, sure. I was gonna let her know when I'd fix it, but those dots have done a real number on this, so it's gonna be longer than I thought. Alright, thanks for the heads up. Wowie. Can I talk to her more? Oh, Chief, one more thing. Are the issues with the long-range communication system going to interfere with standard maintenance? Do I need to follow up with operations to get you some support? Depends how badly those idiots back at Europa have fouled things up. Why does he keep opening the log? I did not press anything, it just appeared. Normally something like this should be a quick wiring fix, but I can't trace back the fault. Ugh. Although maybe the problem isn't with the wiring around the receiver. They could have crossed wires on the broadcast hardware. Yeah, yes or no, Chief? Oh no, today's scheduled maintenance is pretty light on, so Dalton should be able to take care of it. He's not scheduled to report to me until later though. When you go to the hangar, tell him to pack up this project and get over here on the double, you hear? Loud and clear, Chief. Alright. Hangar it is. Probably... Oh. Pressing the wrong things. Hangar is somewhere. I definitely remember. There it is. Alright, the hangar. Let's see. Although you take the first 2 stairs normally, by the time you reach the hangar entrance, you're skipping almost every step. Gliding through the door into the catwalk, you grab the railing and heave yourself over it. As you continue to float lazily through the wide open space of the hangar, you start your visual checks. Walkway's clear, access points marked, munitions stowed, all the equipment and supplies seems to be where they should be. You casually shift your weight to one side of your body, causing you to begin spinning slowly. As you rotate, the glare from the hangar lights reflects off of what? As you rotate, there should be like a comma there. The glare from the hangar lights reflects off an armored frame's camera lens, almost as if it was watching you. Quickly dismissing the thought, you turn your attention back to your duties. I really feel like the dialogue in general should have way more commas so I could read more effectively. Eventually you arrive at the other end of the hangar where you plant your feet on the thick steel of the main door. From this angle, you can take in everything that you may have missed, including Dalton, who you can see amongst the storage units, his attention fixed intently on a collection of parts in front of him. Cadet Dalton, attention! Wow! The junior engineer suddenly snaps to attention the second he hears your call, inadvertently launching the pair of pliers he was holding out into the open space of the hangar. Without gravity to stop them, they continue to sail through the air. At ease, Cadet. You time your launch from the door exactly to allow yourself to grab the pliers as you float over to the startled Cadet. I believe these are yours, Cadet. Lieutenant! Thank you! I didn't realize you were. Relax, Dalton. I'm just doing my rounds. I'm not here to check up on you. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Is there anything I can help you with? Just the usual. Everything okay in here? You haven't noticed any mechanical failures? Everything working how it should? Any suspicious activity? Nothing to report, Lieutenant. I've just been working on my project. Ever since Lieutenant Commander Quinn assigned Ensign to the filter cleaning, it's given me a bit of extra time to finish things up. Oh yeah? That's your high-density foam that sets rock hard, right? How's that going? That's right. It's good. It's good. I'm hoping to get the chance to test it soon. These containers are full of the compound. I'm just about to try transferring it into some empty training rounds, you know? The ones normally filled with paint. The ones that the armored frame pilots use in practice combat to show when they've hit each other. The compound stored under pressure where it remains a liquid. When removed from that pressure, it expands quickly and with the rapid expansion it sets. If I've got this right, then we can test it by firing the practice rounds at dummy targets. When the casing is destroyed, the compound should The compound should activate. Good news. Well, if there's nothing I need to know, I'll head out. Let me know if you see anything out of place. Yes, Lieutenant, I will. One more thing. The Chief's having some trouble with the communication system, so she wants you over there on the double to pick up today's maintenance. Oh, yes, Lieutenant. You turn to leave, but you pick up on something unsaid hanging in the air between the two of you. Is that everything, Cadet? Oh, well, that's, Cadet? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. If you're sure, Cadet. Alright, that's all the routine checks carried out. Time to report to the captain. No, we will be talking to Dalton more. He's shy. He's so cute. I love him. Dalton, what were... Yow! Slow down, Cat. It's me. Oh, sorry, Lieutenant. I didn't realize you were still here. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you've got something on your mind. What were you gonna ask? Oh, it's nothing, Lieutenant. Don't worry about me. Come on, Dalton. It's not exactly like I'm rushed off my feet doing the security rounds. What's up? Well, if you're sure. Hmm? The chief wants me to head over to engineering to help with maintenance. But I'm right at a critical part of the process to decant the compound into the training rounds. If I stop now, I'll have to stow all my equipment, so I'll be late anyway, and then I won't have any time, and then it'll be... Help Dalton! Absolutely help Dalton! Say no more, I'll take care of it. That was really accurate voice acting. I mean, are you sure, Lieutenant? Don't even worry about it. If it's something I can help with, then I'll lend a little bit of... Okay. If it's something I can help with, then I'll lend a hand. If I can't, well, I'll cover for you. Don't sweat it. Thank you, Lieutenant. With the extra time, I should be able to get these rounds ready for testing before the next AF drills. Thank you. No problem. Now get back to it. If the chief thinks you've slacked off for nothing, then you'll know about it. Thank you, Lieutenant. I'll get right on it. Wowie. Alright, I guess we're heading... Oh, That is the wrong mouse button. That's also not what I was trying to look at. Okay. I guess we're gonna go talk to the chief again. Yes. Chief. Oh, chief, one more thing. Isn't this what we already did though? Hold on. Let me just quickly skim. It's kind of breezy today. Like, oh no! No, my head! Fuck, the wind! The wind is too strong! Oh no! Oh no, how am I gonna get that back? Damn it. Oh man. My head's gonna get cold. Man. Oh no. Hold on. Actually, Chief, now that you mention it, Dalton said he's a little busy with his project at the moment, and that stopping would throw the whole thing off. I love how you did not suspect this at all. No, I'm just a little slow, I fear. Damn. Oh my god. An on-screen celebration with the sad emote. Oh, wow. Thank you for the 40 bits. This is such a sad day. So I said I'd cover for some of the maintenance tasks. Oh, he did, huh? Yes, Chief. And you said you'd cover? Yes, Chief, that's right. As the silence between you and the Chief drags on, you begin to regret offering to do Dalton a favor. Now that you think about it, what exactly do you know about maintenance? Not only is the Chief going to give Dalton grief for passing off his workload, you're gonna get it in... What? You're gonna get it in the neck for... Well, if he says he's at an important stage in his work, I'm not gonna drag him away. Actually, reasonable? Whoa. Kid's been slaving over that project night and day. Got to admire his love for the craft. You let yourself relax. Thankfully, it looks like the Chief's got something of a soft side after all. Hell yeah. I'll be able to pick things up here, but I've got one of these jobs that you can do for me. What do you need? The Chief turns away from you and squats down, rummaging around in her tool pack for something. Told ya, she's the best. She absolutely is the best. Best girl. The batteries in the emergency spacesuit radio packs in the airlock are due for replacement. Take these and switch them out for the old ones, okay? She casually tosses two battery packs towards you, which you just about catch, surprised by their heft. You got the charged batteries. Roger that, Chief. Once you've got the old ones, bring them back here and plug them into the power distribution module. After that, you're free to go. Swap out the batteries in the emergency spacesuits in the airlock, then bring the old ones back here to recharge. Simple. Alright, airlock. I definitely remember where that is. There it is. Here. Do I gotta like... there we go. Alright, let's see. The Chief said it was the batteries in the suit radios that needed changing. Firmly grabbing the locking mechanism's handle on the suit's container, you twist it 90 degrees clockwise and then pull. The door offers more resistance than you'd expected, but once fully opened, it remains in place. Reaching inside the container, you hold your left hand against the suit's rigid breast panel and grab the large black block of plastic that protrudes from the panel's left side. With a tug, the block pulls away, trailing a curling cable that keeps it connected to the suit. As you pull it away from the suit, you flip the radio over to examine it. The bottom half of the device consists of a pistol grip with a secondary microphone and speaker, allowing it to be used separately from the suit. Your thumb rests comfortably on the push-to-talk button, groping the suit. Yeah, let me just cop a quick feel here. Don't mind me. The top half of the unit's underside has a backlit LCD screen showing the current frequency it's tuned to and battery level. Below the screen sits a few ambiguous buttons. To its side is a dial for tuning and a power switch. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of tuned out of this bit, like about 3 lines of dialogue ago. Whilst this unit holds the main workings of the radio's receiver and transceiver, the wire that still anchors it to the suit connects it to the small microphone and speaker inside the helmet. Flipping the whole unit around to look at its underside, you see a small latch set into a recess which you pull down with your thumb, releasing the cover and laying the old battery slide out into your palm. Did we really need this much detail? I bet the game's gonna need me to remember all this later. I'm gonna fuck up so bad. Old battery out. Not the beep noise in the head. Yeah, just went wee. Oh man. You murmur to yourself as you take it into your spare hand before sliding it into the opposite pocket from the fresh batteries. You got the depleted batteries. Now to put in the new batteries. Here we go. What if I put the gun in there? Who unplugged Riven's brain? I don't know. Oh, my head is back though, so maybe the brain cells will slowly return. New battery in. With the battery replaced, you reattach the compartment cover, which snaps back into place. Once you set the radio onto its mount on the suit's breast panel, you step back, close the suit's container door, and twist the locking mechanism 90 degrees counterclockwise. With one down, you move to the other storage unit and repeat the process of unlocking the container, taking the suit's radio, swapping out the batteries, and then replacing everything as you found it. I got really scared for a moment there that it was gonna do the whole detailed description again. Great, all done. Let's go get these back and charging in engineering. Sure. Let's go. There we go. Yes. And where do I actually put them here? Haha, yeah, sure. Hey, Chief. I'm just gonna start playing around with the calibrations that ensure breathable air. Don't mind me. Why not? Yeah, why not? I'm sure nobody will mind. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. Power distribution model. Sure. Alright, here we go. Put the batteries. You take each battery that you removed from the suit's radio and place them in the charging ports on the side of the power distribution model. I see no issues here. Absolutely no issues. We just might not be able to breathe, but you know, that's fine. The slide and lock into place with a satisfying clunk, and a red light right above the port lights up with an amber glow. Same here. No, oh no. Did you already stop breathing? Whoops. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Great. A job well done. Good. Wow, we helped out, and can I brag to the chief about doing my job? Lieutenant, have you sorted out those batteries yet? Yes, Chief. All sorted. Good. You're not as useless as you look, Lieutenant. Keep it up. Gee, thank you. Thanks, Chief. I guess. Can I go talk to Dalton now? Where is he again? There we go. No breathing equals mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, though. That is true. Very good point. Don't reveal my plan. Oh my god. You were planning it all along. As you re-enter the hangar and pause for a moment by the railings, you can see Dalton in the center of the area next to a wide-open container. The container itself is crammed full of interconnecting pipes, tanks, and various other bits and pieces of inscrutable technology. You watch as he adjusts some valves and then retrieves a cylindrical object the size of a thermos from a recess in the device. As he holds it up to the light, you catch his eye. He excitedly turns to face you and immediately launches himself at you. Oh my god, golden retriever! Lieutenant, great timing! Look at this! Whoa, slow down there, cathead. You grab hold of his sleeve to stop him from sailing past you and crashing into the wall by the entrance. Bracing yourself on the railing, you counteract his momentum and bring him down onto the catwalk. Good news? Great news! Check this out! What is that? Dalton proudly presents the object he'd been inspecting earlier. Wow, he's very excited to show off his thermo-sized cylindrical object. It does look slightly questionable. Although at first glance it looks like a standard. It expands on impact. Oh no. Oh. Oh god, that got me so bad. Hold on, I'm gonna sip some water. There we go. Let me reread this. Although at first glance it looks like a standard 40mm round from one of the Juno's machine guns, the plastic casing gives it away as a training round that would typically be filled with paint. This feels a lot heavier than normal though, suggesting different contents. Oh hey, good job, you did it, huh? That's right, I got the pressure right and figured out the volume of sealant for each round. I even managed to get the training rounds to seal properly afterwards, so there's no risk of spillage. A round like this should be able to immobilize any joint on an armored frame with ease. That's great to hear, Cat. Well done. Thank you, Lieutenant. I couldn't have got it done so quickly without your help. Oh, was everything okay with the Chief? Did she mind? What has she asked you to do? Nothing major, just had to swap some batteries out on the emergency spacesuits. Even a security officer like me can handle that. That's all? That's all. She generally seemed like she thought it'd be best to carry on with your project. That doesn't sound like the Chief. Hey, come on. I'm sure she can be alright. Sometimes. I'm sure she was going light on us because she knew what you were doing was important. Or maybe she's just saving all my jobs from today for tomorrow's shift and will want me to work double time. Oh, no, buddy. Easy there, Cat. I don't think she's that bad. Maybe. Don't sweat it, Dalton. It'll be fine. You did well today anyway. Now finish up producing all the rounds we'll need for testing and then get this hangar shipshape. You know the Chief likes it clear. Yes, Lieutenant. I just realized he's got huge hands. Now that you mention it, they are pretty big. He's also got the, like, Mickey Mouse gloves, kind of. Alright. Well, I should go and give my report. Take it easy, Cat. Yes, Lieutenant. Oh, Lieutenant. Cat? Thanks again. I don't know when I'd have got a proper chance to do this without your help. Anytime, Cat. Oh, he's so cute. So sweet. Let's see. Okay, time to deliver my report, I guess. I'm going over to the you know, the bridge. There we go. I've completed the security report for today. Should I go up and give it to the captain, or should I take another look around in case I've missed anything? Well, now that you say that, it makes me think that I've missed something. If you're British, you'd say lieutenant. I don't know why. Do they really say like that? Damn. Oh my god, he's that kid from Kingdom Hearts all grown up. Hold on, which one? My god. Is there something else I want to... Yes. Damn. That's fucked up. You know what, let me go hang around a little bit. Do. Dalton with the Mickey gloves. No, but who's the kid from Kingdom Hearts? Where do we want to go? Do we want to go bother the doctor? Oh, I see. I saw that. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. They do kind of have the big hair. Yeah. Hey, doctor. Lieutenant Maris, can I help you? No, thank you, doctor. I'm just stopping by. For what purpose? If I can't help you, then I would have to assume you're here for some other alternative purpose. Did you intend to make small talk? No, I didn't really come here to pick up more nutritional shakes for Miss Quinn. Yeah, I can do that. No. On the captain's orders? No, look, as part of your routine checks. Yes, just doing the routine checks. Checking in on you. Everything okay here, doctor? Yes, don't let me keep you, Lieutenant. You're clearly very busy. Great, thanks. I'll just be carrying on with my rounds then. What an interesting conversation. He's missing a finger. He is! Or maybe it's just back there, actually. Thomas, who doesn't realize he's missing a whole arm. I think that's a more pressing issue here. Welfare checkup. Oh, you're right. Gotta make sure he's okay. Bother him some more. Since I don't really have anything to say to the good doctor, I think it's best that I don't try and strike up another conversation. I really want to, though. Well, damn. Okay, who else can we bother? Cassie. she home. Let's see. She said her passcode was our anniversary, which is 2nd of November, so that'll be 0211. Punch in the 4-digit passcode and the terminal flashes the text access granted whilst the door slides open. You step into Cassie's quarters, being careful not to trip up on any errant clothing. Let's just hope whatever happened was worth it. The mischief emote makes me slightly concerned about this statement. Oh, surprise! You're now to an empty room. Oh, huh. I didn't think Cassie was on duty right now. Damn, can I snoop around? I mean, we already looked at everything. Is there any new dialogue? Maybe not. No. Interesting. She's so me. She really is. Man. I really enjoy the hair dryer or whatever that's not even plugged in, just on the floor. Alright, where else could we go? Putting her clothes in her bed and back elsewhere when she needs to sleep. I just do that with my chair. Oh, on her bird brain fart. It's okay. I got the idea. Where else could I go? I guess I could go to the computer. No. Mess hall. Where's the mess hall? Maybe there's people there now. I'm just exploring. There's nobody here. Can I use the vending machine? Let's see. It might be nice to get something for later. What should I do? Buy a chocolate bar. Let's see. A silent voice bar or Doug and Krill's. Okay, let's go with the silent voice. Wowie! You got a silent voice. Thank you. Can I buy more? Buy another one. Oh, I don't need anything else. Oh my god. A silent voice, yeah. I got the movie DVD. Maybe like we've talked about the silent voice at some point. And how I don't remember anything about it despite having watched it. Okay, let's go to the bridge maybe. I don't know if there's anything else interesting. Let's go. Quite possible. Perhaps. Alright then, no sense in delaying seeing Captain Bartermuse. Lieutenant Raymond Maris entering the bridge. You declare, stepping from the elevator and throwing a salute. It's not but a silent memory to you. Yeah, that's right. Looking around the room, you see Vanessa, who remains focused at their station, not paying you the slightest bit of attention, and Cassie, who stands from her station and comes over to you, a wide smile on her face. As you remain at attention, you notice that the captain's chair is empty, which means I can sit in it. At ease, Lieutenant. Captain Bartermuse isn't with us, so I'm in charge of you today. A small toot comes from Vanessa. If Cassie heard it, she doesn't show it. Oh, is that right? I've come to make my report. In charge of you. Whoa, that is... Whoa, you're right. She can order me around. That's right. Dr. Rosarium advised me that she'd suddenly taken ill. Oh no, the captain is ill. Wowie. Vanessa makes another louder telling noise. Cassie pauses for a split second but quickly carries on. There seems to be a bit of tension here. Clip the cord. Oh no, shit. So he's ordered her to quarters for some bed rest. We're due to enter communications range with the O'Brien any moment now, and from there it's just a matter of coordinating our patrol paths. I love that emote. Nothing I can't handle. Ahem. Whoa! Right, the security report, Lieutenant. Oh, yeah, of course. You clear your throat, feeling a bit awkward. Although you'd been on the ship together for the past few days, you'd mainly seen each other between shifts where rank didn't really mean much. That is a great emote. It's beautiful. Cassie acting seriously didn't really seem like Cassie at all. Security report for April 23rd, PC 214. No breaches or hazards to report, ma'am. No sign of immediate threats or security risk to the ship herself, and all shipboard operations proceeding as expected with low likelihood of disruption. I also have a terrible emote. No, that's a wonderful emote. I love that too. Beautiful. Yeah, it's very awesome. About nothing. Well, the chief has run into some feedback issues on the long-range communication system that are impacting the visuals on the long-range targeting system. Doesn't seem to be enough to stop normal operations, though, and she's in the process of isolating the problem area to start repairs. Cadet Grange has also completed the system to load the high-density foam he's developed into training rounds for the Juno's weapons. Is scheduled to have produced enough rounds for tests in time for the next training exercises. Oh, that's great. Good for him. That's about it. Business as usual. Here's my written report. You reach into your jacket pocket and take hold of the written copy of your morning report as well as the completed checklist. At the same time, you subtly shift the chocolate bar underneath the pad of paper and, holding onto both, pull them out to present them to Cassie, the silent voice obscured by the documents. Wow, look at this riz I got. Speaking of emotes, I have a feeling Riven's emotes analytics might be biased towards the lyric. I wonder why. I haven't actually looked at them in a while, but you're probably right. Although I do contribute to them a lot too by just using my own in general. Holy Riz. Yeah, that was smooth. Thank you, Lieutenant Al. Whoa! Taking both off you, Cassie quickly realizes there's something in addition to the report and spots the chocolate bar underneath that contribute a lot to the mischief. Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad. Wow, oh look, she's so happy. Well, Lieutenant Maris, it looks like you're continuing to perform above and beyond. Tell me though, do you have any experience with the standard communications array? You pause for a moment, unsure at what Cassie is getting at. Everyone in the JCF has at least rudimentary knowledge of how to work a ship's communications array. Yes, ma'am, I've had the necessary training to operate the comm system aboard any JCF vessel. Great, since Captain Bartlemeuse is ill, Vanessa and I are both pulling double shifts to make sure there's cover on the bridge. It'll just be me on the night shift tonight. You won't mind helping me out by lending me a hand? Night shift? Together? Wowie. If you ever make the ubu, that will be my most used. That one is my most used. Wow, I could consider that. I could possibly make one. Although, do I have room? I have room, right? I don't remember how many spots I got. Ahem. As Cassie turns away with the documents in hand, she glances across to a display screen showing the time. Vanessa, have we heard anything from the O'Brien? We're beyond the scheduled meetup window. Are we picking them up on sensors? Vanessa is getting cocked so hard. No wonder she's so pissed off. There's nothing on sensors, Lieutenant Commander. Not that this interference is making things easy. I'll try scanning on different frequency bands in case the O'Brien is having the same issue. Vanessa begins to flip switches and twist dials, filling the quietness of the bridge with a series of noises that range from annoying buzzes to painfully shrill screeches. Wow! After a few moments, a communication window on the main screen illuminates and a slightly distorted voice speaks. How do I do a slightly distorted voice? I wish I had voice filters. Do you read? We are at the rendezvous area and have a mission update. Please acknowledge. I repeat, this is Lieutenant Bashir of the JFS O'Brien, JFS Gundog. Do you read? We crank that audio interface gain. Oh god. Painful. We are at the rendezvous area and have a mission update. Please acknowledge. Don't if it's at a good level. I think it's probably at a good level. Let's not mess with it. But Lieutenant Bashir from the O'Brien relatively clear on the communication window. Cassandra hastily grabs a microphone. Roger that, JFS O'Brien. This is Lieutenant Commander Quinn from the JFS Gundog. We're picking up your signal and have arrived at the rendezvous area. Please transmit your precise coordinates. Over. We read you. That's a sweet voice you've got there, Gundog. Hey, do not flirt with my girlfriend on the comms. What the fuck? I'm transmitting coordinates and mission update files now. It's a good to finally. Yeah, weirdo. What the fuck? Hmm? Lieutenant Bashir, do you read? Vanessa, are you still getting a signal from the comms are being overloaded. There's a powerful signal coming in on all bands and it's... Yow! Yow! Bad migraine. Uh-oh. Dude's single-handedly keeping the photonics industry alive. Probably. What the hell just happened? Is everyone okay? Commander Quinn? Commander Quinn? Cassie? Uh-oh. Ouch. Owie. Even before your eyes adjust to the minimal lighting of the bridge, you kneel down and reach out into the darkness, trying to find where Cassie has collapsed onto the deck. You search blindly for a few seconds until your hand meets her shoulder and you move towards her. Cassie! Hey, Cassie! Say something, Cassie! Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Ing. Hang in there, Cassie. Lieutenant Lord, call sickbay and get the doctor up here right now. I can't! What do you mean? Why not? The ship's entire system has been knocked offline. Even the emergency backup systems. It's all offline. That's concerning. We don't have time for this. Get it back online. You race quickly and dash over to the elevator, slamming your hand into the call button. I'm gonna take Cassie down to the sickbay. You can... Aside from your voice, the whole room remains totally silent. Most conspicuously absent, though, is the whirring of the elevator that would take you directly to the sickbay. You rapidly press the call button in frustration. Idiot, what part of flying do you not understand? Wah. Quinn's not going anywhere until at least the backup systems are online, but that can't be done from the bridge. What do you mean? How do we get them back online? It's an emergency failsafe. If there's a critical failure with the central computer and it can't function properly, then the entire ship will be shut down. That sounds like a really terrible emergency failsafe. I feel like we're gonna run out of oxygen real quick over here. If the entire ship is down. It's a terrible idea. Uh-oh. Then it enters a lockdown mode until it can be rebooted. All areas are sealed in case the shutdown is the result of enemy action. The main computer and engineering needs to be physically rebooted to restore any sort of access. Oh, great. Of course, since this is a security system, you should know all this. I'm sorry, I did not read the manual. Also, a terrible idea not to have staircases. Yeah, absolutely. Windows update, no more oxygen. It's always those damn Windows updates breaking everything. We're gonna fucking die in here. Yeah, why are we only relying on elevators? That's like terrible idea. You grate your teeth to stop yourself snacking back at Vanessa. Exactly what I'm trying to say. In the heat of the moment, all thought of process and procedure had left you completely. All you'd been thinking about was getting Cassie to sickbay. Placing your head in your hand, you pinch the bridge of your nose and try to focus. That's right, but isn't the order to reboot the central computer given from the bridge in that situation? Why do you say we can't? No fire marshals in space to tell you otherwise, I guess. Yeah, you're right. They probably should start hiring some. They probably fired them all. That's why we're in this situation. Two reasons. First of all, this lockdown shouldn't affect backup systems. But for some reason, everything seems like it's offline, which means there's no internal communication system right now. Secondly, even if we did have the internal communication system, access to the central computer requires input codes which are known only by the captain. Or in the event the captain is incapacitated, the second in command, who is also incapacitated. Great. Vanessa turns to look at Cassandra, who shifts slightly. As she continues to talk, what? As she continues to talk, you head back to Cassie, kneeling beside her and placing her in the recovery position. Wow. This is why you always have a cans in the string system for situations like this. Exactly. That would have saved us a lot of trouble here. Feeling the cold steel of the floor as you turn Cassie over, you take off your uniform jacket and lay it over her. Just yell really loud. Yeah, that would probably work also. Although, I don't know how many floors there are in between us and the sick bay or whatever. Which currently would be Lieutenant Commander Quinn. Meaning that right now, both the people who know the necessary information to get the ship back up and running are out of action. There's got to be some way around all this. Weren't you listening? This isn't supposed to happen. We should at least have the backup systems in place. Why don't we have a backup system? Come on, this is just basic fucking math. Like really, really loud. I don't think my voice goes that loud. Without them, there's nothing we can do except sit around and wait for the air to run out. Oh, great. Lovely. That's what I was fearing would happen. What about the O'Brien? Can you contact them for support? Everything is offline. What part of this are you not getting? Well, I'm sorry. I'm just making sure. Oh, backup. Backup's a backup. Feels bad, man. Yeah, exactly. Man, you always gotta have at least a couple of backups. As you kneel over Cassie, your mind races through what Vanessa has just told you. You know that she's right and that all the ship's emergency action plans revolve around the backup systems being operational, and without them online, there's next to nothing that can be done within the ship. Your mind catches on that point for a moment, and you can't help but wonder whether whoever wrote that plan was optimistic enough that they couldn't see a situation where the backup failed, probably. Or whether they were so pessimistic they felt if those systems were out of commission, there was no real hope for the crew either. Pushing that thought out of your head, you desperately try to figure out a way to get Cassie to the sick bay. There's gotta be something you know about the ship that would help in all your time you've spent working as a security officer. There's got to be something that you picked up that would. That's it. Wow. In the crew quarters, the panels by the bunks can be removed and replaced. People use the space in the structure to hide contraband. I love that this is the one useful thing we've learned. Just get a bunch of glow in the dark dinos. Hell yeah. I'm sure that will work really well. What are you talking about? The ship's maintenance crawlways are accessed in the same way, if I'm right. You head back over to the elevators, but this time, instead of trying to call them, you begin to run your hands over the seams in the wall panels on either side. Eventually, you notice a gap a few inches in length. Normally, maintenance would have a special tool to access this, but you can do the same thing with. I know I've got it on me somewhere, and where is it? What is it? My gun? Probably the key guard. I mean, I feel like the gun could work too. Just shoot it off, Taking your ID card out of your pocket, you slide it into the gap in the seam until it meets some resistance when it's about halfway in. You slide it up and down a few times until you feel it stick on something, at which point you push harder. Use the gun to charge the batteries. You're a genius. We should absolutely do that. I'm sure the batteries won't explode or anything. Oh my god, ow. Only you hear the sound of multiple catches disengaging and the panel falls towards you. Taking the wall panel in both hands, you place it to the side of where it used to be attached. Now, instead of solid wall, you can just about make out an absence large enough for someone to fit inside, with a series of rungs heading downwards into a darkness, which opens up once they pass by where the elevator currently sits. That was way too long of a sentence. How did you know how to do this? This is one of the first tricks you learn as a security officer. Ship crews get very creative with where they stash things. With these panels, it makes sense that the maintenance crawlways are accessed in a similar way. Well, great. Now you can crawl around the walls in the dark. Very helpful. Yeah, a mogush. You grit your teeth and breathe. You hadn't talked to Vanessa much since you first met, but you were now beginning to understand why she always ate alone in the mess hall. We were once again in perfect sync. Oh man, we are at the 2 hour mark, but I'm trying to find a spot that makes sense to stop at. Maybe if I go into the vents, I can save there. If I can get up in here, it means that I can get out down in the central hub. From there, I can see if I can get the emergency input codes from the captain and make contact with the chief in engineering. Do you really think you can solve this by clambering around inside the walls? Even if you can make it to the central hub, the rest of the ship will... Lieutenant Lord, would you... Shut up! No, I would never be mean to a woman. Please keep your opinion to yourself. Thank you, Lieutenant Lord. You snap back, barely suppressing your anger at her constant pessimism. Right now, I don't see many other options except for this one, and for all we've known, we're the only people on the entire ship who might be able to do something. I'm not about to sit around and let everyone down. Not this time. Oh god, the PTSD. So I'm gonna have to leave you here to look after Lieutenant Commander Quinn, unless you have anything you want to try you think might help. Vanessa stares at you for a moment, as if weighing up what the best put down for the current situation is. Instead, she heads back to her station and starts flicking switches and pressing buttons on her control panel. Very, very helpful. Alright, you do that. I'll try to get the internal communication system working. This the backup should work in a situation like this. Maybe there's a way to get them back online. Mm. Get moving, or you're gonna stand around and gawk whilst I get everything done myself. Oh god, I'm sorry. You inadvertently sigh loudly as you turn around and reach out into the crawl space, grabbing a rung and then placing your foot one lower down. Hopefully I can get things back online with the chief and the captain's help. Just look after Lieutenant Commander Quinn until then, alright? Vanessa turns away from you, continuing to adjust the inputs on the communication system. Okay, so Cassie's gonna fucking die. Yeah, sure. Well, boy. Okay, I think this might be a good spot to save and end for today. Or let me just save one more time just to be sure, and then we go over here. You can still probably hear the game, but that's okay. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for watching. Just repeats myself. It's fine. Very fun time. I do really like this game. This is good fun, even if I stuttered a lot. Thank you for watching as well, Sid, and anybody else who is still lurking around or has stopped by. But what am I playing on Thursday? I should probably know that. But let me check. I think it's Fields of Mystria. Yeah, okay. So next stream, yeah, Mystria. Next stream will be Thursday. More Mystria. We're gonna check out the new update, I guess, because we have not done that yet, even though it's been out for a little bit now. But look forward to that, I guess. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I will see you on Thursday, and bye bye.